Hey, people. Let's put this 2.5. That way I'm not like this. Not that it matters. Not like you're gonna watch any longer than now. Any longer than now. Those damn analytics. They just want to talk to you. YouTube is the type of app that wants to get to know you. They want to get to know you intimately. They want to know your secrets. They want to know your habits. All of that stuff. Silicon Valley is just that's a new toy. That's a new choice for you know for the human race. I guess I don't know. Let me make this brief because I talk for too damn long and my verbal diarrheas are boring. I never get to the point. I had a brief quarrel in the year of 2023, I believe it was, amongst this peer, if you'd like to say that, about how they were real satisfied with their job. They loved what they did, and I was super. Yeah, I mean, I was happy for them. I mean, I really wasn't super happy because when they told me the conditions under which they worked with, like it was like, okay, it was like, it's like, wait till you're like, 31, and you've been doing that for that long. Not even. Wait till you're like 24. I feel like saying that, but I didn't say anything, because at that moment I don't want to really, I rather try to be optimistic. I was trying to emphasize how this person, even though they didn't, they're not in academia, they're not going for like a doctorate, a bachelor's, or an MD. That they still have the capacity to do so because I know them. And well, now that I say that I know them, they have the capacity to do so, in my opinion, only if, well, one, they gotta really want it, of course, and two, they do like scheduled therapy sessions. Because first of all, school is hard. It's hard for a couple of reasons. One, like you learn something and then you're like, this is like boring, whatever. You don't want to follow through because it feels easy, but it's hard because you got to follow through. That's the hard part, like I remember when I took Italian for like a class for like 2 weeks, and then like the first 2 days I was already reading, I was already like pronouncing the letters, just listening to the teacher how he pronounced it. It's a phonetic language. Phonetic languages are so easy, which like Russian is essentially a phonetic language. It's just that the way they say the words. And also, it's like French. French is phonetic, but the way they say the words, they have like that little nasal noise or whatever. The one that really catches me is Portuguese. Portuguese, even though it's supposed to be the easiest, is hard for me. But anyways, so the whole point of the story is they were really they were so happy with their job. They were making like 6 figures a year, even though they were working. Like if they had gotten a graduate degree and they were working the same amount of hours, they could have been making at least $500,000, if not 7 figures a year. Like if they had gotten a graduate degree, working the amount of time that they were working at this place. But they enjoyed it, so that's all that matters. right? That's all that we care about, instant gratification. We just want to feel good right now, right away. We want to solve the problems right now, right away. People come to you, they're like, oh, this, and that. And you could tell them a million times, honey, life is 90% things that happen, and you have and you have no control over it. And then the other 10% of life is how you react to it. You could say that to them like a trillion times, but they'll still be, causing a show, like we say in Colombia. Oh, it's this new show. Why put on a show? But now, allegedly, things did not turn out too well with the job, I guess, because she decided she wanted a change of scenery. She wanted a new job, okay, which is the toughest job there is. And I've said so before on this channel, not regarding this particular person, but just in general. At least if you want to do it well, you could really do it just by being present and not abandoning, but that you're not really doing a good job. If you want to do a good job, you have to be, you have to acknowledge that person, that like, even though as a Christian, we always put Almighty first, above all, above everything else. After that becomes our family. We gotta honor our parents. We gotta do unto others, and forgiveness. All just easy, like, things that but the patience required to raise an offspring, it gets better, okay? So don't have a fucking panic attack. It gets better, with time. And also, your attitude is going to bring a lot to the table, because kids are like sponges. They absorb everything that they see, whether it be, if someone punches somebody, they're gonna punch somebody. If somebody pulls their pants down, they're gonna pull their pants down. Shit like that. But nothing to worry about. It's just, faith without works is dead. So put your faith into work. Put work into your faith. And I mean, look at me. I'm a fucking terrible person. But am I sad? Am I unhappy? No. Because why should I be? Because I know I'm built in the image of the Creator, and the Creator judges us. Therefore, we judge because it's in our image. But at the end of the day, that judgment is it's not. It's like, it has zero weight. There are only two things that I'm concerned about. One is taming your tongue, because remember, even our basic anatomy teaches us we have 2 ears, we have 2 eyes, and only 1 mouth. So this is common fucking sense. Alright? So listen, 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 and then maybe speak. Another thing I learned from my dear friend from Barranquilla is, if you're going to do constructive criticism towards somebody, start off with positive criticism at first, and then after that try to point out what it is, because some people are sensitive. Some people are just, I don't want to say crybabies. Well, if I say crybabies, then we're all crybabies, because whatever I say about one person, it's everybody, the whole world. And then there's cowards. Everybody's a coward in a certain way. The other day, this one guy, he reminded me of one of my old dudes. He was from Chile. He was a badass. And I asked him for some change, and then he got mad. So I was like, oh, whatever. I just threw it away. I don't give a fuck. And then his girl was nice. His girl was like, you need something? I turn around, I'm just like, don't worry about it. Your man's a fucking dick. But he had a nice ride. He had a 2-door Caprice, which I did not have the luxury to own. But my Caprice was nice. I don't give a fuck. Oh, and quitting YouTube. Matt Pat and I think Brand Link, I heard maybe too, that Tom Scott guy. You're quitting YouTube after what, like 10 years? You're not quitting YouTube. You're getting another job. That's what you're doing. In this economy, there's no such thing as quitting anymore. Everybody works till they fucking die, and that's the end of it. Unless you're humble enough to accept help from the government, which I realized that you might as well, because you pay taxes, or you're supposed to, but when you're poor and you make no money, you don't pay no fucking taxes. And that money's supposed to be eventually, the taxes that are being paid for right now by the people that are working right now are the ones that are covering the Social Security or whatever for the people that are on Social Security. But yeah, just fucking use the benefits. That's what they're there for. And by the way, for all you fucking people who politics, it's not about policy anymore, it's about your life. That's socialism, okay? Alright? It's the end of the world. Social Security is socialism. Medicare, that's socialism. Alright? Are you gonna fucking survive now? Or are you gonna cry like a little baby and go buy another gun? Are you gonna buy that other gun that you want, so that maybe you can feel a little bit safer? Fucking dumbasses. Some people in this world I don't understand. I know I'm a fucking idiot, and I know, I'm ignorant and I'm an idiot, but still, why in the fucking world would you buy a gun to defend yourself? That's just asking for it. That's like, look at the rates of suicides because people have access to guns. Last year we had so many mass shootings. I don't even think we had gotten an accurate number of how many mass shootings we got. Every morning when the news came on, I was just waiting to hear about the next mass shooting. And I was like, oh, only 2 people died. That's how desensitized I've gotten to that shit. The only thing I haven't gotten desensitized to is those creepy videos on YouTube, like Nick Crowley, I think his name is. he makes like these YouTube like dark corner videos and shit, and these other videos that I just can't watch. I don't want to watch them. I mean, I love nightmares. Those are some of my favorite dreams. Nightmares are probably my favorite dreams. But there are just some nightmares that are just like, I'm good. I don't really want to have that nightmare. I'll still have it and I'll still enjoy it, but I'd rather not, you know. But yeah, I love all types of dreams. I love bad dreams, good dreams. I love dreams that make no sense, you know. And there are some dreams that make no fucking sense. Like, well, one thing I learned to control, and this is very fucking hard, because, all right, you know how they say you gotta control your eyes so you don't look at women in a lustful way. Well, the next step is control your subconscious so that you don't, you know, like you don't fantasize about women or men, if you know, if you're attracted to men in your sleep. And that is the fucking hardest thing. And the only reason I started trying to focus on that more is because like the other day, I don't have a bed, but Mariah was here and her mom was gone for like a week, and I wanted to sleep in the bed with her. But in case you guys didn't know, all you men out there, if you ever go to bed with a woman, make sure you can fucking trust her, because she can rape you while you're sleeping. All you gotta do is get a hard on, you know, while you're in bed, which happens during your REM cycle. It doesn't just happen in the morning. It just so happens that usually when you wake up during a REM cycle, so your genitalia is erect. So after I've decided, well, I mean, one, you know, wear like shorts, and two, but then the second thing too is I've like been trying to learn how to manage my subconscious so that I don't have any dreams where, you know, like my genitalia will become erect. You know, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm trying to be as scientific as possible. That way I don't sound impartial. I don't sound, you know, whatever. It's just common sense. If you're an OBGYN, you gotta look at vaginas all day, and you gotta look for things sometimes that you don't want to look for. And you know, that's why being an MD, that's one thing. That, and also the fact that you're on call, like they switch schedules, and then when you're on call, sometimes you gotta sleep in the hospital. They got beds for the physicians that are on call, because, you know, that way they don't have to just go home and then come back. And I would not want to be a physician in this country, because I mean, it all depends. It depends on the state, I guess. Some states have, like, you have to have malpractice insurance, and that shit will set you back a fucking arm and a leg. You have to pay your employees. If you want decent employees that enjoy what they're doing, you gotta pay them well. I used to get paid shit, but that's because I was a teenager, you know, doing a fucking job that sometimes I'll admit, in the beginning I didn't do medical claims, and it's a good thing I didn't, because then I would have been an accomplice, and I would have had to face I would have to go to federal court. And I guess that's why my first employer insisted on doing all the claims himself, because he knew something was up. But it was a gray area. He was essentially doing the work, but he just was not. It wasn't his place to do it because it was already done. But his logic was, I'm going to recheck your prescription that they gave you at the ophthalmologist office. They do a refraction at the ophthalmologist office. The ophthalmologist is just an eye surgeon, and then that's your actual prescription for your glasses. And his reasoning was, I'm going to recheck it so that if there's a problem, when the glasses come back and there's a problem with the prescription, you don't have to go back to the ophthalmologist and then come back here. You can just come back here and that's it. And it was a pretty damn good reason. If he had good lawyers, and I'm sure he did, because he's Jewish. I mean, not all Jewish people have good lawyers, but, you know, Jewish people, for the most part, you gotta give them credit. They are a tight-knit community, which is something that's very admirable. But I don't know if I would want to digress to Judaism or if I would want to progress to Islam. I guess I should learn both before I decide to make a decision. Anyways, let me just shut the fuck up in this video. I love you guys. Have a great day. Today is Saturday, March 2nd. I don't even know if I want to make a title card for this video. So please subscribe. Can you subscribe? I have a feeling that YouTube, to a point, well, of course, you know, based on how your videos perform, YouTube will either promote it in the front page or not. You have to perform well. My videos are shite because it's just a single shot. There's two cameras that I'm looking at. And it's a little iPhone, but I like this iPhone. This has probably been the best iPhone I've had. iPhone 13, baby. In green. Green used to be my favorite color. That was when I used to like money a lot. But then what was my favorite color after that? Pink? I don't remember. Black? No. I don't know if I have a favorite color. Yeah, that's like something you ask like a 6-year-old. Like, what's your favorite color? I can't tell you what my favorite color is, but I can tell you maybe if my favorite hobby. I like riding bike. And I would like to start like cooking more, you know, like cooking more food that's like minimally processed. Like I said that one time, a long time ago, before I started shooting royalty food, which I haven't done so in a while, but I don't think I remember a Patreon anyways. Which is just fine anyways, because I don't have anything to offer. I don't have anything to offer to you guys, alright? Except for my pretty face. I mean, look at my fucking lip. Cheryl, if you ever see this, look, we're twins now. We both, except you got bit by a doggy. I crashed into the back of a van. And when I saw the dentist, she saw that I was missing both teeth, and since it was how do you call it? It was like symmetric or asymmetry or whatever, like, you know, like it wasn't like one here and like one over there. She thought I was born without them. I'm like, no, I got in an accident. I lost them. And I also heard that there was a class action lawsuit against people that were taking, whether it's Suboxone or Subutex, because they were losing their teeth. But I gotta look into that. I looked into methadone and I saw that there is no link between taking methadone and losing your teeth. That's just, you're just not taking care of your teeth. At least from what I read. I gotta look into more papers. I need to visit a fucking library. Alright, everybody. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. Yeah, Saturday. Today's the first Saturday of March. Well, it's March anyways. St. Patrick's Day. Where the word March come from? I don't know. Yesterday was the 29th. Nothing special happened yesterday. No, I don't know. Mom, I miss you. I know you're not gonna see that, but I miss you. And Laura and Alex, I'm happy for you guys. I hope that however you guys are doing now, I hope that you guys do better, do even better, either later today or tomorrow than what you're doing now. And Edgar, I don't know what the situation was with you and Alex. It's none of my business. I don't know if she cheated on you or if you just want estranged. But let me tell you something. Strange is only good for like that's why when I met my significant other, I was actually challenging myself like to be celibate. It's so fucking funny. Like 15 years ago, an incel, at least that I knew of, didn't exist. And I was trying to be voluntarily celibate because after you just get so much poon, I had gotten so much poon that I ended up doing other weird shit, like gay shit, you know, fucking dudes with tits and shit, or dudes with big asses that got compliments from Janet Jackson. And that shit's not fucking cool. You know, you can't donate blood if you did gay shit one time in your life. Isn't that fucking crazy? And there's so many people out there that need blood. But nope. They made that a law after they had that scare during the early 80s when they were still trying to figure out what HIV/AIDS was. And I think they never changed it after that. Yeah, I pretty much just fucked everything that moved, except bestiality. So I said to myself, I'm like, no, I can't live like this. Not only am I like unhappy with the lifestyle that I'm living, but also it's gonna get me nowhere. I feel more lonely now, you know, than I did before. And I cheated on somebody, on two people actually, that I really, really cared about. One of them, their birthday was yesterday, and the other one, her birthday is 2 days after my cousin's. So, yeah, I've done some fucked up shit. Sorry, guys. That's just who I am. But everybody that's, you know, been patient with me and believed in me, I truly appreciate you. I really, really do. I really appreciate you. Appreciate a lot of you guys. I'll just go as far as say that I do love you guys. Especially my king and my queen. Without you guys, my life would definitely be way shorter. When you live on the streets, it's not a car accident that's gonna kill you, and it's not heart disease. It's sun cancer, more than likely. All right, ciao.